Hello and welcome to Dawgfight Sports. I am Nick No Name, and I'm coming here live at Frank and Tony's to start the second show and to give the introduction and the rundown for what we got going on this very evening. I'm joined here with Ed the Wildman Wilson, and we have the baseball team in the dugout getting all their statistics ready, and they're going to come at you with some opening day forecasts and a rundown of the Cleveland Guardians. Hey, Ed the Wildman, what do you think about the Guardians and the whole baseball league this upcoming year?
Opening day on my birthday, solar eclipse day. Let's go.
Hey, Wildman, how old are you going to be on solar eclipse day?
I don't want to talk about it.
Uh-oh, he's going to be a little bit old, a little bit craggy.
I can finally be cranky.
You can tell the kids to get off your damn lawn. So I guess I'll give you guys a little bit of an intro here. I've been trying to bone up on a little bit on the baseball. I listen to a couple of podcasts, and I try to listen to a couple of games, but I am really not baseball for this world. So we got the experts coming in behind me, and I'll introduce you to them. Oh, we are back live. That's right. And guess what?
Hi, it's Lily Laserbeam. She's back live.
Hey, Lily Laserbeam, what do you think about the Cleveland Guardians this year?
Do I think of what?
The Cleveland Guardians baseball team.
Oh, my God. They're so cool. Do you want to go to the game with me, Nick?
Oh, I don't know. Ed said he's got a birthday on opening day, so maybe we should make a whole thing of it.
I want to do a bonfire at my place. We can all watch the eclipse.
Please, let's go.
Oh, boy, there's some plans coming in the works. I think Scotty Too Hottie is out on the patio waiting in the wings for the next segment, so I'll introduce you here to... All right, good to see you, Lily Laserbeam. And we got coming on the show, Ulysses S. Rance. And hey, Tito, did we give you a cool name yet, or are we just going to call you the baseball whisperer from now on?
Tito Round Trippers, Tito the Baseball Whisperer, either one's fine.
All right, Tito Tripper, Round Tripper, Baseball Whisperer. I'm going to go ahead and give it up to you to let you guys do a little bit of baseball. So I previewed the audience here that we are on Dawgfight Sports, and I'll let you guys get in all your statistics and tell us about that Chief Wahoo and the Cleveland Indians, a.k.a. the Cleveland Guardians.
Yep, closer here. All right, here we are, talking baseball. Actually, a day and a half or so from opening day, T-minus 40 hours, 6:05 a.m. Wednesday in Seoul, South Korea. The opener two-game series with the Dodgers and Padres. Here with Ulysses S. Rant, and we're talking spring training here as we're rounding the turn here, 3/4 through and whatnot. Here we are.
Yeah, Tito, I just wanted to talk to you about some of the spring training standouts with the Guardians this year. I know Bieber has been pitching well, looking like vintage Bieber out there. So some of the other players, Chase DeLauder, batting .460. That's a damn good average. Any other players that you think, Tito, are having a good spring?
Angel Martinez having a very good spring. DeLauder. Miles Straw is hitting well this spring. And the pitching's doing pretty good with Bieber. So, we'll see how it goes with this shortstop job. Rocchio and Arias both homered today. And, the job no one wants to win. So that's slowly heating up, I suppose. And... I don't know. Yeah, DeLauder, he can help us this year. I don't think he's going to make the team opening day. I don't even think that was under consideration. But, hey, kind of forcing our hand or making the decision difficult a little bit, having a good spring and stuff. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. I think about the 28th is our regular season opener.
That's right, in Oakland.
So,
in that shithole.
yeah. There's going to be a lot of decisions and announcements and speculation soon, fine-tuning this roster.
The protests they're doing there?
No.
So they're actually having fans. They're just going to tailgate. They're just going to tailgate and cook out, but they're protesting by not going to the game. So it's like they are halfway going there, but they're not going to actually go into the stadium. So that'll be an exciting start there in Oakland. So how about on the what'd you say, Ed?
What are they protesting?
Lame duck losing the team
Yeah.
type deal. Sour grapes because it's going to Vegas.
Yeah. The owners are protesting.
Right. For that.
Right.
What is sour grapes? Like, I don't understand.
Well, it's just a saying for, there being a lame duck about their team leaving. Just, hard feelings about their team on the way out the door, basically. Yeah.
So, how about on the injury front? I did hear Trevor Steffen got hurt.
Yeah.
Do you know any knowledge about that injury?
He's out for the year. That thins out the bullpen a bit. And, so.
Oh, out for season, damn.
Yep, yeah. It's a pretty major operation. So, we're going to have to try and win some 5-2, 6-1 games, because we don't have the high leverage relievers to grind out a 3-2, 2-1 game every night. So, best way to save a bullpen when you don't have as many high leverage relievers as you want is to, clearly win a few games or two by a handful of runs.
So I did want to mention the renovations that are being done around the park. There's 2 big beer gardens now on either side of the stadium.
What's a beer garden? Why does that sound so fun?
Doesn't it? And, and one of the things is with eliminating that dead space in those empty seats is they've opened up a lot more capacity for standing room only tickets. And I was actually, despite the game being sold out, I was able to actually buy a ballpark pass last week. So I don't know if they have 5,000 ballpark passes. Now because of the renovations, they might have 10,000. So, and that's it's an affordable thing. It gets younger people going to the games. And I think it's great. So one of the things is about the Guardians, and when there's opening day, it's always a holiday around here. But I think traditionally we can all agree that the weather has been pretty bad.
Yeah. Opening game?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's going to be as mild as it has been, we may be lucky enough to experience a 60-degree home opening day this very April 8th.
Oh, yeah. So I did look up the forecast ahead, and AccuWeather says it's going to be 48 with patchy clouds. So, patchy clouds. Hopefully we'll be able to see the eclipse around that, and hopefully the temperature doesn't go down, because 48's kind of cold, but not so cold, So we did have some predictions about the awards, the Cy Young and the MVP and the Rookie of the Year. You have any opinions on that, Tito?
Yeah, okay. So for the Cy Young, I've got Spencer Strider in the NL of the Braves and Robo pitcher George Kirby of the Mariners. Closest thing to Greg Maddux we have these days as far as someone painting the corners for the AL Cy Young. For the MVP, got Ronald Acuna, 40-70 last year in the NL. He's the pick until he's not. Clearly running away with that field at the moment. And then, a little bit of a deep cut for the AL MVP pick. Juan Soto hits the ground running, loves that porch at Yankee Stadium. If you're still to believe that the AL is a better hitters league, it's certainly not the worst hitters league, so he'll have fun in that league. And so, we got Soto and Acuna for MVP, and then Rookie of the Year, Evan Carter and Jackson Churio. Always looking for another great center fielder, and we'll see if the Brew Crews guy can, upset a couple other people coming over from Korea that are more favored for the NL Rookie of the Year. So, Rookie of the Year, we got Evan Carter of the Rangers and Jackson Churio of the Brewers.
All right, well, that about wraps up our baseball segment. You got something to add, Ed?
Yep. I actually read recently, according to end of the year last year, while viewership on TV for baseball has been at an all-time low, attendance for baseball has been at an all-time high around the nation, which means more people are coming out to watch game. Now, there's also been new rules they've changed in baseball coming into this year and parts of last year, where because also has it seemed like even in some of these preseason games, it seemed like the score is higher than it was in the past.
Yeah, the rules changes We've had another year to get used to them. It seems like people are talking about them less, which is probably the idea, implementing them, in year 2 and stuff. And, I didn't love every rules change when they first happened, but, the games are quicker. That is good for ticket sales. We still got a ways to go with the TV viewings and stuff, but the ticket sales are up. And I would say in general, whether you personally like the rules changes or not, a lot of them are working. The faster games, they're good. So,
Yeah, we covered all of it.
Kyle, what do you remember about rule changes, and how do you think they're affecting the game of baseball?
Well, I think it's good. It cuts down on the time, and I think a lot of things is with the newer generation. People, I guess, just have a lower attention span, and they just get bored a little faster. And there was actually a study done, and they found out that a lot of people in their 20s weren't really watching baseball and not going to games. And so I think those rule changes could have an effect on things.
Now, some of the rule changes I saw that they implemented, they actually increased base sizes, meaning that it makes it easier for players to steal bases, also increasing the chance of scoring runs. It could also contribute to why we may be seeing higher preseason games and we may be seeing higher scores in the regular season overall. And it also makes it mean like it'll be like one of the biggest things about sports that people love about it is we can bet on sports. And while for a while baseball wasn't always the highest scoring thing, so the win or like the return rate on bets was never the best. But if you wind up increasing the scoring rate, then the game could be either side, and then you can have better return odds when you're gambling, and that can increase viewership. Well, do you guys have any thoughts on that?
Yeah. The bigger bases matters. At first, I had my doubts, like make the bases a few inches bigger, but, not to belittle Acuna's 40-70 season, wouldn't have happened with the bigger bases. But, that's great, Got a couple of younger players going 30-30, 40-70 from Acuna, and let's bring back the running game, like we're all familiar with the home runs and the long ball and, the whole thunder and lightning aspect, the bigger bases with the running game. It's good. Yes.
Hey, are they going to make the walls a couple inches shorter too?
Good question, Nick.
Not that I'm aware of. I thought they'd make them a little taller for the better jumping outfielders. I don't know.
So one of the things I heard the MLB was trying to get away from was just moving away from home runs in a sense, because there's been a while now where for a majority of baseball we go to the game to see home runs, to try to catch balls. It's the most engaging part as an audience member for the game, but it also makes the game a little stale, where you don't get those high-scoring games because people are swinging as hard as they can at pitches they may not hit. Right. So they have higher strikeout rates. Yep.
Can you talk about barrel rate for a little bit? 'Cause I don't think I understood the first time.
All right. Right after this, we're going to cover barrel. What was that? Barrel rate. And so there's one of the things I was listening to. They were talking about how because there's a different swing a batter has when they're going for a home run compared to like a base hit. You want to get over the infield, get it landing short into the outfield in that first base.
The launch angle craze. Everyone wants to be a certain degree and stuff. 27.5 degrees, I think, is like the baseline for like a standard launch angle, and then you have a good or a desirable launch angle if it's much more than that. And then we wanted to cover barrel rate. Really cool stat. Yeah. They can measure the percentage of the pitches that the batter is getting the exact barrel of the bat on. Really cool stat. Always a good outer liar of power. Like 20 or 30 years ago when a young player with doubles, when they're like, oh, he had 30 doubles last year, he'll turn 5 of them into home runs. Now it's kind of like that with barrel rate, where you could look at someone who maybe got kind of unlucky, had some warning track power, but had the good barrel rate, and that could be an indicator of a power breakthrough, the next year. So, man, they can measure anything. Like I said, really cool. I don't know the exact science of it, but just knowing the pitches that landed on the barrel of the bat, So, all right. So I think we're about wrapping up baseball. What, Ulysses, you got anything else?
No, I don't, Tito.
All right. Well, we are a day and a half away from meaningful Major League Baseball in South Korea. We'll patiently wait our turn here in the States, the 28th or so, and get things going. And we can't wait to play ball.
Play ball.
Go baseball. All right, now we're talking about, I believe, the NAAA or the NAACP and.
Yes, we're talking about the NAACP. No, we are talking about the equal rights of the NFL and why white people aren't paid as equal as the NFL black players.
Are we paid less or more?
Less, motherfucker, less. That's why
White
I'm
people are paid less?
Yes.
Finally, equality. I mean,
I think we wanted to get some wrestling. Is that what you want to pop on?
Boxing, wrestling, and
all right.
whatever else you can think of.
All right, well, come on, guys. All right, we're going to do a roll change now as we head into a new topic.
All right, come on in, sir.
Come on.
What's up with y'all?
Paige, just sneaking in here.
I'm Marcus.
How do you guys feel about the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight coming up?
Oh, I have no idea.
What you want to talk about? What you want to talk about?
I have no idea. Other than Jake Paul in the fight. What
Okay.
else we have to talk about?
Mike Tyson cream his ass.
So this is a sports cast. What sports?
Paul.
God damn. He's from up here.
I know.
He's from Ohio. He's from Cleveland.
I know he is.
So what? This is a sports cast.
Oh, okay.
What sports are you into?
Basketball.
Okay. What level of basketball we talking?
I don't know.
High school, collegiate, NBA, WNBA. I like the WNBA. I don't know about you, but
The
I
women's?
hell yeah, I watch them.
Of course.
You don't watch the
Very
links?
attractive.
Yes,
Very attractive.
yes, they are. And I watch women's golf. If y'all don't watch women's golf, y'all are fucked up out here.
Those women are
Women's polo. I love women's polo. I ain't gonna talk about that, but I love my Brazilian team.
Do you though?
I really do, though. I really do. I love my Brazilian volleyball team. Huh?
What is your team's favorite name?
I don't know. I just know this the Brazilian women's volleyball team. And I love
They're
them.
hot as fuck though.
Yes.
Glad we agree on that. And what is your podcast name?
What's this podcast name, brother?
What is your name?
We are Dawgfight Sports. We have a couple dogs here that sound like they've been hit by a car, but that's okay. They're going to make it for next season.
I did get hit by a car. That's why I said, oh.
By the way, women's volleyball team, they have the best uniforms in all of volleyball.
They do. I used to play volleyball in high school.
It is a very technical game. All right. I had to line judge in college. Very technical.
Uniform time.
Uniform time. Take it away.
What podcast is what podcast is the name of this again?
Dawgfight Sports.
Dawgfight Sports. What's
The previous one was John Wilkes Booth.
That's when I was thinking about John Wilkes Booth. I was just on John Wilkes Booth. I was so motherfucking drunk. Boy, y'all gonna love me. When they bring me back on there, y'all gonna love me even more. We gonna get from 5 followers to 15 followers. Hell yeah. Pump them numbers up. Yeah. We gonna be the next Kill Tony. Y'all watch Kill Tony? That shit funny as hell. It's comedians making fun of each other.
Is it really though?
Yes.
I guess I have to watch it.
Yes, you better. Because tonight, as you go to sleep and you cry yourself to a pissy mess,
Okay.
Wait. One last thing. This is for my coworker Mikey. He told me to watch this old dude, and this is a sports podcast. And I was supposed to say this on the last podcast, but I'm gonna say it now. Yeah, I know I fucked up, but he got me hip to this old white dude, y'all. He called himself Grandpa Dracula. He lied. This motherfucker be rapping, man. Hey, he be taking hey man. He took Kodak Black lyrics and he said, "I'm a gremlin because I still ate it because I'm a gremlin."
Oh yeah, baby.
I cried for 2 hours laughing at this shit. Cried, hard laugh, cried, and that's all I'm saying.
What's a goon to a goblin?
I don't know. Them days is behind me. I don't know.
All I know is stay away from both of them. Oh, jeez.
But that's the honest truth. You gotta stay away from both of them. Everyone watching your podcast right now.
Oh, gosh.
I said to everyone,
A goblinette.
Who do you got, Jake Paul or Iron Mike?
I got to look into it more. But, it's very interesting.
The rules are weird.
For sure.
Did you look at those rules?
I've been following sports for a hot minute.
What sports?
So I watch baseball, basketball, football, and all the good shit. And I'm a season ticket owner for Cleveland Guardians and Cleveland Cavaliers. I call them the Guardians, all that fun stuff. So if anyone ever wants tickets from this podcast channel, hit me up and we'll go.
Cool.
I want tickets.
Let's go. We gotta come with me. You gotta come with me.
Right. She gets us in, and she got like two packs. Yeah, 2 packs, 4 packs. Cool. Yeah.
Marcus, you're going too with your wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's gonna be fun,
My
because
best friend.
yeah. Hey, and Marcus, we were talking earlier about what do you think about some of the Browns free agency pickups they got this season?
Browns free agency, I'm going to say it like this.
You want back in there?
We fucked up. We was supposed to motherfucking sign Joe Flacco.
Thank you.
We picked up an unproven, unwinnable quarterback in Jameis Winston. And
Yeah.
I don't want this to be a black and white thing. I'm literally speaking sports.
We're looking to win.
Joe
Don't give a
Flacco
shit.
is a known winner.
Right.
He has a title under his belt.
Yep.
We picked up a guy who 50-50. He's 50-50,
Yes.
fucking 50.
Right.
No playoff
That's not going to get it
experience.
done,
And we put him behind a guy who has no real playoff experience.
Right. And then who did
What
we
the
get?
fuck are we doing?
What do you think about picking up Tyler Huntley today? I guess he's better than DTR.
Why do we need 3 quarterbacks in the room? We should have the first quarterback that's going to take us to the promised land. Get a backup just in
Because
case.
they always get hurt.
3.
And they always get hurt, one, yes. And this is the ranking we're supposed to have. This is the perfect background for the Browns on our QB situation.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson, okay,
Yep.
starting, whatever. We paid him all this money. Bitch,
Right.
you need to give us our money back.
Right.
Give us something.
Wins, victories.
Fuck a win. Take me to the second round of the playoffs and we play patty.
At least.
Make me feel good.
At least.
Make me feel good,
This
bitch.
a playoff win.
You shoving your finger up my woman's ass and I gotta pay for it. That don't make no fucking sense
Right.
to me. You can't do that.
Right.
Now, number 2, Jameis Winston, he's an awesome player. I'm not going to knock Jameis Winston. He's an awesome player. But let's speak facts. He's proven to be an interception magnet on 3 and long. He's proven
Yep.
to be a guy you cannot rely on in the big games past a certain level. He's proven that. Now, let's talk about our third guy. I don't even know this motherfucker. So I'm going to leave him at that. But I'm going to talk about Deshaun. Bitch ass boy, I want you to see this. We gave you $200 and something motherfucking $1 million, nigga. And they can't say this. They can't. These two, they can't say this, nigga. We gave you $200-something million, nigga, and you ain't did shit for us. You a bum right now, and I'm gonna say that for the whole city, cause you a bum right now, bro. What you doing?
Right.
We ain't no bum. We bums. Yes, the city of football is bum, but nigga, the people ain't.
Right, and you got 3 more years to prove yourself. Do you want to win or not? 'Cause this is what you're here for. You got guaranteed money. Are you going to sit there and fake it for 3 fucking more years? Or we're going to get some stuff done. I know you're working hard. I know you're a tough son of a bitch. I know you're a professional. But this is make it or prove it. Is it from the heart?
This is the year.
Is it from the heart? Show
us
this is
something.
your football
This is
career.
the year to
This
show
is your
us.
fucking legacy. I
We
understand
gave
you
you a
get
year.
hurt, but this let's be smart about this. This is all in, man. 3 more years. This could be legacy.
Nah, I'll retract my bum statement because I had to think about it.
Yeah,
You took some time because you did some shit that I would do. I love pussy too. I do the same shit.
Right.
If I had your money, I'd do the same shit.
Right.
So
Don't,
I
just
I
don't
take
use
my
your own
year.
credit card next time.
Exactly.
Use
Don't use
mine.
Right.
Nobody
Use
cares if
mine.
Use his.
Right.
His.
Somebody
that guy
else.
over there. Nobody cares if we do
But
it.
this hurt year, I understand you gave us everything. You gave us your 70%. That's fair. You gave us 70%, and you gave us 6 wins off that 70%. Am I right?
Thank
6
you.
wins?
5, but you know,
5 or 6, something like
but
that.
technically,
I
you
respect
started
that.
a series
But this
against
year,
Baltimore
as
or whatever.
a real
not Baltimore,
Browns fan, because I
Indianapolis.
know Nick Young. I'm not Nick Young, but Nick Chubb isn't going to be able
Yep.
to produce for us.
Right.
His knee isn't the same. This is the same fucking knee.
Yeah,
Two-
this is twice.
Two times.
Yep.
Nick, I love you, bro, because this bitch
it's
couldn't provide
everything-
for us, and you did it.
Everything
I love
Cleveland
him for
represents, but
I love him for that, but we got to understand Nick needs to retire a Brown.
right, you know, he has to, and you know, running on raising legs, it's only going to be so much. So it's got to be strength guy committee. That offensive line is pretty impressive.
We have a decent offensive line. Yes,
Yep.
We were so hurt last year.
Yes, that's all. That was it. We were hurt. This year we bring them all back. We're solid.
Yes.
We picked up. What was that fucker from Denver? He's decent. He what?
Right.
Number 10 on the top, plus 40 yards in 2 years. Factor
sure.
or whatever. Okay, I give him that judo. Judo, whatever
Yeah.
your name is, brother. You gotta prove your name in Cleveland.
Right, this is your second chance, dude. We welcome you here if you can be there. You know, you, Elijah Moore, you guys follow Amari Cooper around. I
I'll
don't
say
know,
this.
whatever.
Elijah, you showed us what you was about.
Right.
That game you fell on your head. Come on back, bro. If you got it in your body, you laugh because you know you watched that shit. He fell on his shit. That was a ball. That was a fucking ball.
yeah.
Could you imagine falling? You seen it in his face. He said,
Oh, that hurt. That hurt, man.
he held on to the ball.
That's
and I was on
the
some,
most
ooh,
important thing.
He slid on it.
You guys got hurt. You just, we need this receiving core to go, you know, we need you. You know, and
We
rookies-
need DBs.
Yes, we do.
We need DBs.
It's true. So, getting back into the Browns a little bit more because you've got extreme football knowledge. What do you think about what they did with some of the defense? You know, what do you think that we need to improve on?
Jokey need his money. Miles need his money. Nigga, Joke and Miles need his money. We need to go ahead and draft a young, stout, strong safety. Give him his money.
That's gonna be hard to do. We don't have that many draft picks.
I know. We gave them all away.
Yeah.
And all we got is 4th and 5th and 6th rounds. We need to, the Browns need to sell some ass.
We just give away to get Jerry Judy. We give away like a 5th and a 6th.
Yeah, so we're giving away our spots.
We don't have our number 1. We don't have our 5th and 6th. We don't have much.
We got a second. We got a third. So, and those are our 2 highest, but find some diamonds in the rough.
You will find a diamond in the rough in the 2nd and 3rd.
For
You'll
sure.
find a diamond in the 7th.
For sure.
Tommy showed us that. The thing is, it's on your scouting. What you scout.
Yeah.
You can take a 2nd rounder and dumb him down to a 2nd rounder. We done seen it done.
For
This
sure.
Nick Bastard was a 3rd rounder. We dumbed him down to a 6th rounder. We dumbed it. We did it. As a Brown, we did it.
For
So
sure.
what I'm saying is, us as a culture, because Browns is a culture, we need to be smart about our draft picks because we don't have a lot. We have many pieces. The
Yep.
pieces that we have, we need to keep them. Because let's be honest, if we motherfucking lose to Baker fucking Mayfield, we fucking lose. This bitch just got $100 million. They just made a whole fucking comedy skit about how Him, Russie, and fucking Kirk Cousins just robbed the NFL for $300 million.
Right.
Cousins is over 400 for his career.
400 million.
And he no
Nothing.
ring.
He's a Baker Mayfield.
He's a fucking baker. $400 million. And this is the thing. He made $400 million. Tom Brady lifetime made $388 million fucking dollars, 7 fucking rings. What's the difference?
Think about
$22
it.
million?
Well, yeah, Tom Brady was smart. He took less. He got
Yes,
contract
he took
negotiations.
less. He took less, yes.
All right, and look who he married.
What the fuck? Yeah, he remarried, yes. And she want her money.
Right.
That's my new wife.
Right.
Don't let me find her.
Me
Tommy.
either.
Don't let me find her,
Right.
Tommy.
Right.
She gone.
Right.
She gone.
If I get to her
She
first,
gone.
she's mine.
It's a foot race. You can have her, but don't let her say it's a foot race.
We'll arm wrestle her for her.
We ain't gonna arm wrestle. It's a foot race. We gonna jog it
Not
out.
that fast in the 40s.
No,
So
exactly.
it's all-
It's a foot race. It's a foot race.
He's doing like the 10-yard shuttle. He's doing like the longest ever taken combine history. don't let her get off her
Oh
head.
God.
No,
But I like that. One of my favorite re-signings. They like you underestimate. We lost a few, veterans in the mix. I like that
Yes.
they re-signed the Bjork as the punter for 2 years. That dude's a boomer. He knows how to pin it. He can play the Cleveland atmosphere. I think that's one of our better re-signings.
That was
with
a
the
good
talent
re-signing.
we had.
Yes.
You know, outside of
a sad resigning was number 44 Taki. I call him Taki.
yeah, he's always hurting.
Taki. I call him Taki.
I always call him always hurting.
He never was. He as a Brown, he didn't receive the second Taki because he didn't fucking produce.
Oh, thank you, Lily. It's so sweet.
Double fisting.
You got some beer to drink.
I
You
know.
got a
right?
lot of bitter drink. Have fun.
It's like hangover. Oh yeah.
Getting lubed up again. But yeah, Taki. Yeah, he went. I think he went to Miami, I believe.
That was a hard loss for us.
I would like him because just for depth, that he was always hurt, but he played tough when he was in there.
That's what I'm saying. It was a hard loss because, like you said,
Yeah,
he even played hurt, and that's the thing.
yeah.
Baker.
Okay.
You got comments?
What do you got here?
Yeah, so John was here earlier. He said Lily and Marcus are champs. Still rocking hard.
Huh?
John said Lily and Marcus are champs. We're still rocking on in the second show.
Nice,
Damn
right?
right. You damn right.
Yes, superstars.
To be alive next to Scotty. That's all that matters.
Oh, thank you so much.
He said he signed off before he could make any college picks. But yeah, Iowa
College
State
picks are
Psycho
hard.
is cutting the nets down. He's going for Iowa State to win the whole thing.
Iowa
Nice.
State, female or male? He's going female all the way.
College picks are hard to decide where you want to go.
No, well, yes, you are right. You are very right on that. I will say this though, Ohio State all the way, even though we don't mean shit. But my real money this year,
Ohio State. I got.
Male.
I'm a season pass ticket to Ohio State. If you don't want to go, hit me up.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that. But for me, on the men's side of the NCAA winning it all, I have to stay true to what I know, and that is fucking Kentucky.
Okay.
Kentucky's always in the mix, but LSU, female, they got it all, baby. After
a
that little
strong team.
fiasco, and the coach said, try that shit with Reese, and Reese was on some, try that shit with me with the same size girl,
Strong
and the
team.
bitch didn't move. South Carolina showed us a whole lot, and they dangerous.
Another tough team there.
Dangerous.
I like it.
But LSU, female, all the way. Ohio
Sweet.
State, all the way. On the men's side.
That's good picks. And you got any?
No, I do
Okay.
not. Marcus summed it up tonight.
Yeah. It's like,
Wait, is that your Marcus?
Yes. I'm Marcus, Big Marcus. You better not call me fat unless you say
I would never.
Fat Daddy, and you know what that means.
yeah, Big Fat Daddy Marcus. Rainbow. Yeah. Any thoughts on? I got a couple of thoughts on that. What do you think, Marcus? On the pickup of Rabel. I think I'll just
As a
start
coach,
up.
right?
Yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna say this.
He's a consultant now. You know he's a local Stowe boy. He went to
Right.
Stowe and Walsh, Georgia, so he's lingering around.
I give him this. As an offensive coordinator, are you truly going to listen to Stefanski? like our guy did last year. He literally listened to him. He allowed Stefanski to be the head guy. He allowed him to be the head guy. Is Vrabel going to allow him to be the head guy? That's the whole question.
Yeah, I think it's a consultant role, a little warm up, but it's like I see the Dorsey angle. He's near the offense is going to be revamped. We're going to put this around what we got and try to win with it. But I kind of think great guy, a great pickup to have Vrabel in the mix. You can't have enough, especially if they're willing to pay, and it puts people on notice.
Exactly.
I think it
But
puts
let's be
people on
honest, the AFC North is an arms race right now.
For sure.
For coaches, for players, defense and offense, special teams, it's an arms race between the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Browns.
Yep.
Cincinnati hasn't picked up many picks, but
Right.
they don't have they're out of money. If you look at it,
That's
they're out
right.
of fucking money.
Right.
They're going to take 5 years to get their money back.
Yeah.
They're going to be the bottom for the next 5 years to get their money back.
For sure.
And Joy Burrow is going to leave within that time frame. He's
Right.
going to stay in the AFC North because this is the thing. There's only 2 teams in the AFC that the AFC North worries about, and that's the fucking Bills and the fucking Kansas City Chiefs.
That's it.
Everybody else can suck some dick.
Right, for
I
sure.
gotta go people.
No problem. Man.
Bye, bud.
All right. What do you think about the Browns this year? What do you think? Anything about that?
So I haven't really been. I hate to say this on like a sports channel. I haven't been really into football until this year. I love the Browns. Let's go to a game, Scotty.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, just stick with them. They're our team. We're the lovable losers.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. And Kyle, we jumped into a little bit of football here. I'm going to let you, because you have some important topics that you did a lot of work on, and, this is awesome to just, review it. I can't wait to hear what you come up with.
Oh, yeah, so you did mention Vrabel joining the Browns, Mike Vrabel. So now the Browns have a brain trust of coaches with Stefanski, Schwartz, Vrabel. I did also want to mention the Browns acquired Jameis Winston. That'll be interesting to see how he fills in as a backup for Deshaun. The Browns also acquired Tyler Huntley. If you remember, he was a really dynamic dual-threat quarterback with the Ravens. He was Lamar's backup. So it'll be interesting to see how he does here, and especially with Dorsey as our offensive coordinator now, we'll be able to utilize Tyler Huntley to do some runs.
Yeah, and in addition of Vrabel, too, as a consultant, he was a good offensive mind because that's where he's a defensive guy, but he's an offensive mind as well. So they changed they changed the defense last year very dramatically with, pick up the Schwartz and getting rid of Woods. But now what they're doing with the offense, it seems like a total revamp, especially at the most important position, quarterback. And we're looking for winners, but I know they're 500 guys, or less, like in Huntley as well as Winston. But you had to revamp that room just like Pittsburgh kind of did. They cleaned their whole quarterback room out, and brought in Fields, and then they brought in Russell Wilson. So, and then Cincinnati came up earlier too. You got T. Higgins mad, they're out of money, all that good stuff. So the Browns are really positioned, if Watson's healthy there, and he plays up to anything he was in the past. This could be a very good thing. That I know they want to get to the brackets and everything. Anything else you got left on the Browns?
Oh, yeah, I just was surprised they didn't sign Flacco. I heard they didn't even make him an offer. And I think part of the reason is they just didn't want a quarterback controversy here. And I think Flacco was really a fan favorite, and if Watson doesn't play up to as well as he can, it would be a quarterback controversy. What do you think about that, Scott?
Two things on Flacco real quick. What happens a lot, sometimes you go into the season, if you're there for the spring and you're there for the fall and all that, it kind of wears on you. And he really, if you think about Flacco, we picked him up damn near around Thanksgiving time last year, fresh, ready to go, not beat up on, not going through the rigmaroles and everything. We caught lightning in a bottle, but one thing that happened, the guy's a proven winner. He knows how to do all that. But, they started figuring out the film on him. Like, when we roasted the Texans like 3 weeks before we got whipped in the playoffs by him, they watched the film, studied him, and figured it out. So, he was a good stop back. But, as far as a backup goes, like, I mean, it's like in ranking order what they got back up now. I just think, because Watson is friends with Winston, they just wanted this system to work that way. And then and you made a great point. The Browns didn't want that controversy, because everybody loved Flacco. But as far as winning goes, Flacco, in my opinion, gives you the best chance to win. But, we'll just see what happens. Marcus had a great opinion on this. Ask him the same thing, because what he was saying earlier was magnificent. About the backup quarterback situation, as far as not getting Flacco, basically, and
It was a bust.
Marcus, what do you think about the Browns' backup quarterback situation? You think they should have signed Flacco?
We should have signed Flacco. We wasted money on Jameson, and even though Jameson is an awesome quarterback, let's speak on that. Jameson is an awesome quarterback.
Did he throw harder?
Yes, as of right now in his career, yes. Yes. Now, okay. Now you're looking at it as that level. Now let's start. No. Wait. Before I pass it to you, just like how you said, he was physically, he could throw harder. Now let's think about it like this for Deshaun. You have somebody who throws harder than you. You have somebody who is 4 inches taller than you. Yeah, yes, it does when you're standing behind a 6'5" fucking center. And you're standing behind, you need height. Come on now. You're standing. Exactly. Now, this is all I'm saying. Deshaun is a smaller quarterback, so he's based on running because I'm not going to say he doesn't have pocket presence. He has a pocket presence, right? But it isn't as great as Jameis. Okay? Jameis' pocket presence is, I'm going to shove one of y'all off. I might shove 2 of y'all off. Deshaun, I'm going to shove one and I'm gone because I can't do it again. I'm going to shove one and I'm gone because I can't do it again. Where Jameis, I can shove 2 of y'all off. And I'm going to get it up there. I'm going to heave it. Now, let's look at the facts of Jameson. I'm a fan of Jameson. I've been a fan of Jameson since he hit the league. Even when he was playing at FSU. I'm a fan of Jameson. Arm, big arm, yes. Yes, he got that cannon. He got a fucking cannon and it's accurate. The thing about him, he is not good under the fucking pressure. If you watch, he's not pressure based. Flacco. Let's talk on Flacco now. We start with the pressure base. He got a ring. We could say it was a defensive ring. Yes, it was a defensive ring.
Absolutely.
But he got a ring. He know what it feels like to be there. Deshaun don't know what it feels like to be there. Deshaun doesn't have playoff experience past the first round. Jameis neither. James ain't been past a win.
Now, I loved watching Flacco play, and it really showed his experience and his ability to put the ball where he needs it. But he had a slow throw, in my opinion, that made it easier to intercept.
Very true. It was a slow throw, easy to intercept, but we ain't looking for you to throw the ball. We looking for you to be that guy, to look at Deshaun and be like, hey, Deshaun, we going to the playoffs because I'm about to show you what pressure look like. Because I'm on your ass. I'll throw the slower than you, yes, but I have a mindset you don't have. You play football. You look like you play football. I play football. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. On that level.
So, like, at the professional level, as somebody who's never played football, it seems to me where those things like ball speed and ability to get the ball out of your hands early enough, they matter. They matter a lot. And there were times when Flacco would sit back waiting for an opening, and then there were several games we had where he wound up not confident enough to throw it downfield because he knew it's going to get intercepted. And it's okay if we get a younger guy that has the arm strength. Maybe he has like minor yips.
He's a gunslinger. For number 2, would you rather have a gunslinger where your fans can argue, put the gunslinger in, or have the old guy who has the knowledge to take your quarterback, your number 1 quarterback, and be like, hey, bro, this is what I seen you walk through. You know what I'm saying? That's
So I've been saying this. So I've been saying this for 2 years now. We should be more willing to exchange our quarterbacks in and out. Just because of that, because then the defense has to get readjusted, and then you have to do it. Like, why do you not like the idea? Because we have pitch hitters in baseball, right? We have leaf pitchers, but you don't think we should have that in
football. In football, your quarterback is your leader on your offense. In football, your middle linebacker is your leader on defense. Listen to me when I say this. No, this isn't opinion. This is facts. Facts on facts. Look at the Browns. We went through how many quarterbacks? Every time we switch quarterbacks, what we do? We lose. Look at teams where they went on ahead and put the energy in that one quarterback for 5+ years. And then on that. And look what they've done. They win. They fucking win. You have to put it in them. In 3 years, you know if your quarterback's somebody. Marcus Mariota. He came in the league. He was a somebody. Within 3 years, we knew he was a nobody. Cam Newton. They shitted on Cam Newton. Cam went to the Super Bowl. You know they shitted on Cam. Cam went to the Super Bowl. When he went to the Super Bowl, his regular thing was to pray. His first play, I thank God for me being here. His Super Bowl performance, he didn't do that. Did he? No, he didn't. He sat there and went for the play, and he got blew the fuck out. And he was traded, and guess what? He didn't do shit after that trade. Your quarterback is the staple of your offense. It's not your running backs. It's not your wide receivers. It's your quarterback. Your quarterback is the staple of your offense. You build your offense around your offensive line and your quarterback. If your quarterback has an arm, he throws it. You have a throwing offense. If your quarterback doesn't have an arm, but he has leg work, meaning feet work, you have a running. That's football. Am I wrong, big dog?
No, you're right. I agree completely.
All right. I just remember watching Deshaun Watson getting us a field goal or a touchdown. We got the field goal, and then he gets injured. We exchanged in Flacco, and we wind up winning the rest of the game. After, I think it was like 4-ish plays for Watson before he got that touchdown and getting injured, we're like, it wouldn't hurt to make it so there are 2 leaders on a team, and it would. If they're such great professionals, though, if these guys are the pinnacle of football, right? They are. Then it would be.
Yeah, sometimes you need 2 leaders, like you have the 2 presidents or the 2 popes.
When have you ever heard of a 2-pope system? Catholics, I need y'all Catholics to chime in. Yes, Catholics. When have you ever had 2 popes?
Well, actually, there was a time where there was. There was the pope and the anti-pope.
Yeah, and the anti-pope is evil.
Yeah.
So we got an evil president. So is motherfucking Joe Byron and Donald Trump. Donald Trump's the evil fucking president. I love Donald Trump. I'm just saying that.
It's like Joe Byron and Donald Dump.
I love him. I love Joe. I love Joe Dump.
Joe Biden and Donald Duck.
I love Dump. Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because he showed us what we were. But on sports, the Browns are in a situation where if we're going to have a winning season this year, Deshaun, you got to play. We cannot rely on Chubbs this year. We got to give Chubbs his time to heal. Even though he is Kareem, fuck him.
What? No.
Fuck him. He's gone. He's gone. And this is the thing about Kareem. I was with you last year on Kareem. Bring him back, yes. But this year, fuck him. Why? Last year he showed us what he truly was worth, and that's a second-string running back.
He got a lot of touchdowns.
Also,
This man was betting on for touchdowns.
So, real quick. Kareem Hunt got 10 touchdowns with a pulled groin And then he's getting surgery now, though.
Look where he's running from. Look where he was running from. He was
1 yard line.
1 yard line. He never ran past the 20. He never had a run past 10 yards.
All right, that's fair.
That's fair because, like you said, he was.
But like he pushed the line. That's why they put him at the front, because he would get those extra yards where like other teams would have stopped that player.
Only reason why was because Nick Chubb wasn't in the picture.
I mean,
Nick wasn't in
we should have had Chubb and Hunt in. Yeah.
Hunt was an easy cut at that time because you got to look. You got a young forward. You know football. We had a young forward. Hunt to a forward behind Nick Chubb for the next 3 years. Who would you gonna take?
Chubb?
No, behind Chubb.
Right, yeah.
Behind Chubb, it's either Ford or Hunt.
Well, yeah, you take Hunt.
You take Hunt, right? I take Ford. Why? Because Ford, you're young. You're young enough where you're an accessible piece that where you're worth something as long as we make you worth something.
He really showed himself towards the end of the season.
He showed right because Hunt declined. Hunt.
He was battling through an injury.
Exactly. He started declining, right? And there's no taking that from him. An injury's an injury.
He still got 10 touchdowns with an injury.
Starting from the 5-yard line, you're supposed to, though.
Yeah.
You want or not.
But we have stopped many of people as the Browns from getting that touchdown.
When you're within the 5-yard line, you're supposed to touchdown. Yes. You're in the top 5, even though we're beat up. Am I wrong? And talk to me. We're in the top 5 offensive line. We're in the top 5 defensive line.
Last year we were the number 1 defense. Last year, that's what I looked up on the web, and I was basing my bets off of. We were.
We were in the trenches, but the number one defense last year with the 2 teams in the Super Bowl this past year, and they proved that. The Browns was number 3. Let's be honest.
That could be a good outlier of things to come.
Yes, that's a good outlier. Yes, but that's a perfect outlier for 24. But I will say this, though. The perfect outlier for us is will we give the pieces in our front 7? Because our front 7 was what made our defense. Come on now. Look at our front 7. That run stoppage, joke on linebacker. We need another linebacker. We need somebody solid to accompany joke. That's it. Miles needs somebody to contain his other side, and he do what he want. Outside of that, what are we losing?
Well, we better find one then. In the middle of the draft, diamond in the rough.
That's all we got, this diamond in the roughs at this point.
I have a question real quick. Do you ever feel like the first-round draft pick is just a wasted pick? Like, because I've seen a lot of times where the first-round pick just winds up not doing much in a year, and then you see, like, the 4th or 5th doing really well in a season.
It's depending on the pick. It's depending on the person in that pick. Because I done seen first-rounders bust like how you have, but I've also seen first-rounders, do amazing things. It's all on, we all know the truth. NFL is a totally different speed. Yes. Totally different speed. And it's all on the player. It's all on the player picks up on that speed mentally. It's not a physical thing because physically, it's not. It's mental. It's mental at that point.
And it's also the pinnacle of athletic.
As far as American sports, yes. Because, yes, really sports and all, team sports, yes. Team sports, yes. Football is the pinnacle of team sports. But it's a mental thing once you get to that NFL. You're already physically there once you're drafted because they physically drafted you for your physical attributes. It's mental once you're there. Can you handle the stress of that level? Can you handle the mental capacity of being a starter? Because that's a thing. You get drafted and you think you're going to be a starter and you get sent to the practice squad because you're a fucking scrub to them. You're a fucking scrub. So, that's how you got to look at that, as far as, the NFL and it's the levels. From a person like me, I just
You used to play football. You're more familiar with it than any of us.
I mean, playing football, growing up in football, knowing football. Okay, fine. But am I a great football player at this level? Hell fucking no. In the NFL, fuck no. High school level, yeah. Collegiate level, I was decent. But you put me in the NFL, I'm mediocre. And that's 90% of the NFL. They're mediocre. You just subpar. And the subpar, if you go too low behind subpar, you got to go.
The average career of an NFL player is only like 3.1 years.
And that's on position. That's on position. If you're a decent lineman, you have a longer career than a running back.
A running back's the shortest.
Shortest, yes. Quarterbacks and running backs are the shortest.
Long snapper. Long snapper is one of the longest.
Yes. The offensive line and defensive line have the longest. Yeah, that's the longest. And no, punters and kickers. Yeah, punters and kickers. Yeah, the short guys, the little guys. It's those the physical positions where, the wide receivers, the cornerbacks, 10 years are the max. Look at Barry Sanders as running back. He was declining by his 6th year. He was declining.
There's a very famous wall for running backs. Running backs typically hit the wall about 30. When you got a running back about 30, then a lot of teams just let him go because they think like, okay, statistics and all these analytics, like, okay, it's about time for them to start their decline. But I guess I wanted to get to one more thing. Looks like we're not going to be able to do the NCAA bracket because we couldn't get logged in. So we're going to go ahead and fill them out off the show, and we're going to create a group. And I'm going to get everybody in the group, and we're going to see how we all perform for the March Madness. But if you guys have anything else, go ahead and pop out your last topics, and we're going to close it out a little bit soon.
I'm out of here. Everybody who's viewing, my name is Marcus. I'm from Glenville, and y'all going to see me more. That's all I'm going to say. Glenville, Ohio.
Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate it. I said, yeah, we're thinking everybody who wants we'll just throw our brackets in, we'll get it there by a certain date. We'll have a hit-off time, and we'll all see what happens individually. And, thank you, Marcus, Lily, you guys, Tito, everybody for awesome. Here you go.
Cheetah Round Trippers here, ready for opening day. Let's get after it. We got a heck of a ball club. We're going to surprise some people, and I can't wait for opening day. Signing on. On to you.
Great having Marcus on. I'm Ed Wildman Wilson. It's been a great sports podcast. We talk about everything we've always wanted to do. We've talked about baseball coming into the home opener. We talk about football. We can't wait for it to start. Enjoy the home opener with the solar eclipse. Wear protective eyewear. Be safe, and have a great rest of your night, Dawgfight fans.
Do not stare directly at the sun. Stare at the ball. Keep your eye on the ball, everybody. So we had a double show today. We had John Looks boofing. Well, we don't really stick anything up our booties, so we weren't really boofing, but we were chilling. And we
don't do those things here. Those stuffings are for our muffins.
No stuffings for our muffins. So thank you very much for tuning in to Dawgfight Sports. And we'll be coming at you again in about a week or two once we get some more sports stuff to talk about. Are you guys ready to bark it out?
Let's do it. Mike Tyson whoop his ass. Mike Tyson whoop his ass. Mike Tyson whoop his ass.
See you soon.